Hello guys, my name is Rajbir Singh. I'm Managing Director of Next Education. I'm also a professional linguistic coach, having more than 15 years of experience, especially in IELTS. Today I'm going to demonstrate 9 band scoring IELTS speaking interview. And if you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can also hit the notification button to be notified for the new and latest English boosting videos. So I think we should start.
Could you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Rajbir Singh.
How should I call you?
You may call me by my first name, Rajbir.
Okay. Mr. Rajbir, where do you come from?
I come from a city named Tarntaran.
Tell me something about your city.
Okay, sure. My city is pretty much famous city just because of its historical importance, as there is one very holy and highly revered Sikh shrine situated in the center of the city, founded by the fifth master of the Sikhism, making it a very important city for the Sikh people. If I compare its size, it comes nowhere near the size of urban centers or metropolises, as it is small district, nor does it have many advanced level of facilities for its citizens, because in order to access advanced facilities such as malls and shopping complexes and cinemas, people in my cities have to move to the Amritsar. Yet I like my city because I am deeply attached with the city, as I spent my whole childhood in the city.
Okay, thank you. Let's talk about the money. Is money important?
Yeah, absolutely. Money is fundamental to our smooth and trouble-free survival. Simply speaking, money is very important for our basic or elemental needs such as food, shelter, and clothes. However, these days people are overwhelmed with endless, insatiable desires or requirements, so they need lots of money at their disposal so they can fulfill all these requirements. So I can say money these days have become the be-all and end-all of human life.
Do people in your country save their money?
Yeah, definitely. People of my country can be called money hoarders. They keep holding the money in their bank account throughout their lifespan. They do this just because of two very important reasons. For good education of the children and for possible medical contingencies, as these two important public services are not good in my country. And we can easily come to know that from people's current money-making trend, that people are ridiculously running after the money so strongly, so eagerly, as to think that money is going to vanish from the face of the earth within a day or so. It's quite ridiculous. They don't have any second thought what to do for the subjective well-being. So this is all happening just because this world is run by the money.
What sort of things do young people spend their money on?
Young people, or young generation these days, is becoming quite extravagant generation. They fritter away their money on the range of items, especially the electronic gadgets get their attention all the time. As you know that whenever a latest version of their favorite smartphone brand is rolled out in the market, they want to grab it as soon as possible, sometimes bearing the extra cost though. Also, young generation is quite fashion fanatic because they want to look more stylish, groovy and classy. In order to achieve this look, they want to shop from the shopping malls and shopping complexes where these items are prohibitively expensive. So I can say finally, young generation is very, very expensive these days.
How do you feel when you don't have enough money to buy something?
Like everybody, I also feel sad because this is natural. Whenever we are in desperate need to buy something and we have run out of money, we feel sad. But in my case, I also feel motivated because such a cash crunch situation spur me on to step up my efforts to explore new areas where I can derive money from. So I can say I thrive on that kind of situation when I'm totally out of cash because it motivated me to explore new areas.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm giving you a topic on which
you.
you will have to speak for 1.5 to 2 minutes or until I stop you.
Okay.
Here is your topic,
Okay.
and this is your pen and a paper.
Thank you.
You can make notes,
Thank you.
and you have 1 minute to make notes.
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like to say marriages are very important events in the life of human, not only in my culture but all around the globe. In my culture, marriages are held in high regard just because of the sanctity and their association with my religion, as all the marriages are solemnized and in the presence of one of the most venerable Book Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So that's why people have great respect for this event. In my life, I hardly miss out on any chance to attend the marriage. Thereby, I have attended many marriages in my life. But one of the most enjoyable marriages, which I rank first, it was the marriage of my maternal uncle. It was highly relishable marriage for me. As my maternal uncle has been living in the town of Jetta for many years, this marriage was celebrated in the same town. Although this city is quite small, there are many resorts and palaces, and my maternal uncle chose one of them named BMS Palace, which is quite famous for its infrastructure for the matrimonial events. And most of the marriages are celebrated in the month of December, January, which is winter season. However, my maternal uncle decided to marry in the month of November, just a couple of days before the Deepavali, which is quite a famous festival, in order to double up the excitement and enjoyment of the relatives and our friends. Actually, all the marriages in state of Punjab, they are not low-key affair, rather they are highly expensive, ostentatious displays, which are celebrated over the full enthusiasm and the passion. So that's why this marriage follow all these rules and rituals.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to ask you a few more questions relating this topic. Do you think attitude of young people towards marriage is changing?
Yes, definitely. Attitude of the youngsters towards the marriage has already dramatically changed. Young people these days, they are afraid of the marriage. They want to avoid the name of the marriage as they avoid the rattlesnakes and earthquake. This is very ridiculous. Because this is happening because they do not want to welcome new responsibilities and duties of the marriage. They think that marriage is going to rob themselves of their freedom. I think these are very important. I think these are important reasons why they simply avoid the marriage, and the interest toward the marriage is crumbling gradually.
What is the best age for a person to get married?
I personally believe 23rd, 25th is a perfect age for the marriage, because this is the age when we might have finished our education, thereby we may have a good job, which can help us to pull in regular or adequate amount of income, which can be helpful in order to support our marital life. So I can say 23rd, 25th is perfect. Because also this is the age when we may have perfect match, because as you know that when we grow old in our life, pools of the perfect match become shallow. This is fact. So I think in this age we can have good income and also perfect match.
Okay. What kinds of things should young people do before the marriage?
Yeah, there are a few very important things young people should take into consideration before the marriage. I think firstly, they should be financially sound. Because sometimes if they don't have adequate or regular income, their marriages may end in divorce. And there can also be serious conflict after the marriage. Secondly, they should try to meet their partner before the marriage in order to confirm that whether they are on the same wavelength or not. Because compatibility is very important for the partners. Otherwise, again, marriages can fail. So I think these are two important things young people try to do before the marriage, should try to do before the marriage.
And do you think people should get married again if their first marriage is not successful?
Let me think. This is quite a complicated issue because people have different views regarding remarriage. I personally believe everybody should be given a chance to marry someone else if the first marriage is sheer failure. Because sometimes marriages fail just because two partners are not compatible with each other, or they may have a starkly different thinking, as a result of which sometimes serious conflicts begin to emerge in their marital life, which become intolerable. So sometimes they divorce each other and they can find someone else with whom they can live a peaceful life.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so if you also want to speak like this and want to do the IELTS within as less time as possible, or want to reach 8 band score within a short time at a very reasonable cost, you can join Renexa Education and you can be trained under my supervision. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can also hit the notification button to be notified for the new English boosting videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.